Hey guys, it's the director. Remember to sub and like. Oh my god, it's Joey Bosa! What's up guys, it's the director and we're gonna talk a little bit more about Madden in the future. The things to come through the level up packs and stuff like that you get rewards wise through reaching level 49 in Madden 19. And it's something pretty huge. And I think it's something you should at least give a little bit of thought of before it actually happens. All right, so up on the screen, you're gonna see the power-up pass for 80 to 82. Now just use your imaginations and imagine for a minute with me that that's the 88 to 89 power-up pass that you get through leveling up to level 49, okay? So again, level 49, you're gonna get this pass, but for an 88 to 89 overall player. That's pretty big, that is pretty stupendous. My first piece of advice when using this power-up pass, because everyone's going to be like, let's go get ourselves a Jalen Ramsey right now, which is not a bad idea. I'm telling you right now, it is not a bad idea to get the best corner in the game for free. Not to mention he goes for like 400,000 coins. But what I would do is wait. Just wait for a hot darn minute. Because in the very next level, level 50, you're going to be getting a legend pack that gives you 190 plus legend to add to your squad. All right. So let's say you're the schmo that went and got Jalen Ramsey and then also got Champ Bailey from the legend pack. Now you guys are probably looking at me like, Sage, it's never a bad thing to have too many beast lockdown corners. And you're right. But what do you want out of a team, an ultimate team, in order to compete? You want a complete team, a circle balanced roster. And let's say you probably have some other weaknesses on your team, whereas with the Champ Bailey or whatever other corners you have, it might not be as big of a position of need. And I'm gonna get a little bit deeper into that right now, okay? So let's say you're like me, okay? Let's say that you've got a pretty nice roster on defense, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at my defense right now. And I'll be honest in saying that I do have Patrick Peterson. He's all the way powered up, but he's more of an investment card. I might sell him if he reaches 400 or 500K in the next couple weeks, or I'll keep him because he's absolutely fantastic. We do have Rod Woodson powered up all the way at a 90. And I'm going to give you guys some advice in this video as well because I feel like it's important in which if you're selecting Jalen Ramsey or not, okay? And then as my backup corners, Darius Slay and then obviously Jar Alexander. So the cornerback position is looking really nice for me. Now, imagine again that I'm sitting on the 88 to 89 power-up pass right now. I'm trying to decide, Jalen Ramsey the move. Is Jalen Ramsey going to be the player that takes my defense over the edge? In my specific situation, I would say no. I would say I've already got two of the better cornerbacks in the game, and I've got other positions of need that I could fill. Now, again, I'm not trying to sell you out of Jalen Ramsey. If you really need, if you really need that lockdown corner, you need him on your squad badly, take Jalen Ramsey. He's probably the best value you're going to get out of that power-up pass. I'm going to show you, if you're on a budget and you need somebody else there right now, what you can do to get lockdown corners on your squad without spending as much as the ticket price of a Jalen Ramsey. So first off, I want to teach you guys how to get Rod Woodson for fairly cheap. And I know a lot of you probably know this, but those of you who don't, I think it's very, very important that you do before making your selection for the pass. Now, as you guys know, these collectibles here are required to power up Rod Woodson. Some of them cost a considerable amount of these wildcard Canton players, and those will cost about 8K a pop. Now you're thinking to yourself, holy cow, that is a lot of coin. You're looking at like 90-something, 70-something collectibles in order to power him up. Well, in reality, it's actually not that expensive, and this is something that me and Trumpet Monkey did, who we do partner with on the YouTube channel, and we've actually both found some stupendous success in getting Rod Woodson for fairly cheap. The secret is these packs over here. So let's go to players and let's go to the Canton pack. Now, at a price point of 8,000 coins, you're thinking that, yes, it's going to be very expensive to power them up. Actually not, because of the excess stuff that you do get in this pack. It gives you one Nat 77 overall Canton bound player, which is required for the collectibles, but it also gives you 2 66 plus players and 3 additional silver or better players. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I did pull like 60, 70 packs. I don't remember how many Nat players I did need, but through those, I was able to pull like at least 10 elites, a bunch of those power-up cards like Barr and Tyreek Hill that I could sell for a lot of coins. So in the end, the price per pack, per Canton pack, was tremendously low. The secret is, take that Nat player you need for the sets for Rod Woodson, put him into the sets, and then every single card that you don't need for him, sell it. And you're thinking to Siege, well, what about all the silver cards? There's going to be more silvers than anything in that pack. Throw them in to silver token sets. Use that to go buy a playbook that's going for a lot. For example, the Lions defense I've noticed is going for a consistent 9 to 10K, and then just sell it. Just sell it. And I promise you, the price for that upgrade is not going to be significant. I myself was able to get Rod Woodson from an 85 to a 90 for around 60 to 70,000 coins. Seems impossible. It takes time. It's not impossible, but it's a little bit tedious because you have to sell every single card that you pull that's not the 77 Nat that is required for the set, okay? So that's the way to get Rod Woodson. So boom, for 60, 70,000 coins, you've got Rod Woodson on your squad, one of the best corners in the game. You're thinking, well, Siege, what do I need for, you know, I still need a second cornerback. I need a lockdown guy. I need a guy that's going to really bring the heat. Well, let's go take a look at one of the best corners in the game that costs half the price of a freaking Jalen Ramsey. Patrick Peterson, 88 overall, just one shy of Jalen Ramsey. But I'm going to tell you this right now, guys. He doesn't look too different from Jalen. Sure, his zone is a little bit lower. His man is looking stupendous. The press is looking stupendous. And the speed is stupendous. You powered this guy up. 87 speed, 91 man, 87 zone, 88 press. He's a fairly fantastic card to have in your squad. Not to mention, I'd say a pretty good investment opportunity as well. Look at this. There's 1, 2, 3 on the block right now that aren't quick selling. One of them's at bid, okay? Patrick Peterson is rare. And for whatever reason, right now, he's selling for like 250,000 coins. That's 200,000 coins cheaper than Jalen Ramsey, folks. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've had this guy at my number 2 for the last 3 or 4 days. He is unstoppable. I have played against some Jalen Ramsey cards. The closest compared corner that I've seen on the field out of all the games that I've played is Patrick Peterson. He comes at almost half the cost, and he's got absolutely stupendous stats. Not to mention the leak that just happened a couple of days ago. People are saying that 90 man is the new 91 zone from Madden 18. Okay, and Patrick Peterson comes stock with 90 man coverage. He's an absolute goon. Again, almost half the cost of Jalen Ramsey. So I would consider that. Maybe invest if you want both your corners to be stupendous. Maybe go with the Rod Woodson and the Patrick Peterson, because in the end, that could cost you about 300,000 coins for 2 beast shutdown corners rather than the one stupendous corner in Jalen Ramsey, okay? So now you're saying to yourself, Siege, I've got these 2 stupendous cornerbacks. They're not Jalen Ramsey, but I'm super happy with it. But where do I spend that 88 to 89 overall card? Well, it really depends on what the needs are on your team. So for example, my team has a stupendous defense, but I'm really lacking at wide receiver. So who am I going to take? Well, I think one pretty intelligent pick would be Odell Beckham Jr. because you get this 87 Odell Beckham Jr. card from the level 44 packs, which again is bought with Microsoft points, but in my opinion, the value is there. It's going to be a couple of bucks. You're going to get a 200,000 coin card. I think that's a great value. Okay, so I got an 86 speed, 87 overall Odell Beckham Jr. on the squad. Great. Now I've got a number 2, maybe even a number 1 wide receiver that I can really rely on head-to-head. Well, once I get to that 88 to 89 overall power-up pass, I can use it on the Team Diamond Odell Beckham Jr., who comes with 88 speed, 88 route running short, 86 deep, 92 spec catch. The guy's an absolute goon. If you power him up to a 90 overall, he's got 89 speeds with some of the best hands in the game. And that is a position that I personally need more than another cornerback. Sure, you can go with Jalen Ramsey if you don't have that position, but I've shown you 2 ways to get lockdown corners that are as good, maybe slightly worse than Jalen Ramsey, but not by a lot. And then you can use that 89 power pass on another player of need. Maybe you need an Aaron Donald. You need some pass rush from the right side of the right end. Maybe you need, you know, a spectacular middle linebacker, and you go pick yourself up like a Bobby Wagner or something like that. Or let's say you're like me and you need another wide receiver or any wide receiver to really stand out in your offense. That I think is the move. That I think is the move. Because I think for 300,000 coins, to be able to walk away with Rod Woodson and Patrick Peterson, as well as using the power-up pass on someone like an Odell Beckham Jr., might just be a better value. But again, that's my opinion. And everybody's team isn't the same. My team looks completely different than 99% of the other teams in head-to-head. But it is up to you to decide where the value is on your squad. And one more thing to just kind of hit this home, just to kind of reiterate this point, okay? So there's Jalen Ramsey, there's Patrick Peterson, and you can see the price differences and everything there. One way to determine if you're spending the coin wisely is to take a look at the prices. I have 88 to 89 on the screen right now, and it'll show you the value of these cards as far as coin dictates, okay? Adrian Amos would be a fantastic card to get with the pass. You can power him up to the 90, and all you'd have to do is buy the base elite for like 50,000 coins. He comes with 90 speed, 89 zone. He'd have 91 speed with the power up. Absolutely insane. Jalen Ramsey, again, I'm not trying to sell you out of Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey is the best corner in the game, especially if you power him up. But I just think for the value, being able to get Patrick Peterson, Rod Woodson, and maybe an Odell Beckham Jr., I think for me personally, that's the better value. But again, it is up to you guys. It is absolutely up to you guys. I will not blame a single person for using their 88 to 89 power-up pass on Jalen Ramsey. Who knows? I myself might do that. I might actually get Jalen Ramsey in the end because maybe the value by the time I get, you know, the 88 to 89 power-up pass, maybe at that time, which could be in a week or 2 weeks, maybe Jalen Ramsey is the move. But it's never a bad idea to think ahead, and it's never a bad idea to push out this kind of content because I don't know how many people are so close, or maybe even already have the 88 to 89 power-up pass. One last fact, one last awesome fact to leave you guys with if you're unsure of who to spend that on. The power-up pass is refundable. I've seen it in other YouTube channels that they were able to power down their players they've used the pass on and then use it on somebody else. So the commitment value of having to spend it and then you lose it forever isn't there. So if you go with, let's say, an Odell Beckham Jr. and you're like, you know, I don't really need the beast wide receivers. I'm doing well with who I have. Power them down. Go grab your Jalen Ramsey. You're off into Never Never Land with the best corner in the game. So anyway, guys, just some food for thought. We're just chatting. We're just talking. We're just thinking ahead. And I think it's a lot of fun to do that, guys. I myself cannot wait to get my pass as well as at level 50, a random 90+ legend card. That might dictate who you use the pass on as well, guys. So anyways, if you guys liked what you saw here and you found it informative, please hit me up with a like and sub to further help the channel grow. As always, bros, this is the director, Stay Frosty.